So today's class is slower than last week. Spend some more time in each of the poses to get a little bit deeper in, both for alignment and for the lengthening that we want. But keep in mind that we want always a balance of strength and length. And I know that I talk about that a lot, but it's on purpose because it's really, really important to have the balance. So we can do balance work all day, standing on one foot, and we'll do a little bit today. Just turn the music down. But really, the biggest time we get into balance is when we consider this lengthen and strengthen, or think warrior two, lifting in the top half of the body, sinking in the bottom half of the body. So much in yoga is about those opposing forces, which of course, if we take it off the mat, the analogy is pretty clear, because aren't we always balancing? So today we'll settle into that a bit more. Finding length, finding space. Go ahead and take a comfy seat. That could be up on a block, especially first thing in the morning. This is probably the first I've sat on the ground today. So I'm going to sit up on something as I let my hips relax and open a bit. I just grabbed a block. If you do sit up on something, make sure your knees are way far forward of it. So the point of sitting on something is to lift the hips up so that the knees can be lower than the hips, or at least sort of in line with. So find your comfortable seat. Notice wherever you are how long your spine is. So whatever seat you take, let comfort be the number one goal, and long straight spine be second goal. Hands can rest wherever feels good. And we'll just begin to deepen our breath. Maybe lengthening the inhale a little bit when you're ready. And anytime as we do a touch of breath work, if something feels uncomfortable or just doesn't sit right, come back to this, to your natural breath. This is like the ultimate breath work. Paying attention to your own breath. Know that the mind will wander, and that's totally okay. Keep pulling it back into this moment, into what we're doing right now. Maybe begin to notice where you feel the breath in your body. So it travels through the nostrils, maybe into the chest, into the belly, feeling the ribs expand even side to side, a really wide lateral breath. Relax the shoulders. Relax to the hip flexors, right at the crease of the hips. So let the legs get real heavy. So even here, we think of weight through the legs, through the hips, through the sits bones, and a lightness, a buoyancy up through the crown of the head. And think of the breath like a conveyor belt, so traveling up. To me, that feels like up the front of the body, down the back body, like a loop. Some people feel it the other way, up the back, down the front. And let's trust that we had our only technological glitch of the morning. So if I'm quiet, know that I'm here. Just giving you a chance to listen and tune into yourself. Beautiful. And you're welcome to stay here with however your breath has settled in, Or I want to share with you a practice called square breathing. Some of you might heard of this already. And the idea is we pick a number. We'll start with 4, and we breathe in for 4. So think of that square. Again, to me, that's drawing the line up on the side, but it can be any part of the square that sort of resonates with you, that feels right to you, just how I see it. So we breathe up for 4. Then we hold. We retain the breath for 4. So to me, that's traveling across the top of the block. Exhale, empty out for 4. And then retain the breath at the bottom for 4. So that's the other parallel top and bottom, or the retaining. Parallel side to side is the inhale and the exhale. So when you're ready for nothing, take a breath in. Exhale out. And let's give it a try, a couple rounds, and see what happens. I'll count you through it, but you're welcome to go your own speed. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let that go. I'm going to shake it off. Come back to your natural breath. Notice how you feel. So square breathing can be a great help for anxiety, even for panic, because it brings us back to the focus of the breath. So know that some people really have trouble retaining the breath. It can feel a little scary for some people, so that's why we always check in with ourselves with how it feels to you. But if you share that with anyone, always giving the out of, if you don't like to hold the breath, like to hold the breath. And you can play with a number as well, maybe starting with 4 up into 5. Sometimes I'll go 4, 6, 8, just to see. All right, big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. All right, so let's come on down to the back. If you have your strap nearby, go ahead and grab it. If you are still layered up from our sitting still, you can pull off your layers. Sitting on something, get it out of the way. We'll start on the back, feet planted, knees up towards the sky. And have your strap. If you don't have a strap, no problem. Props are lovely. All right, and then take your feet mat distance apart and let the knees tick-tock right and left. So moving your speed, just starting to warm up through the hips a little bit. Hands can rest wherever it feels good. And begin to press the leg that's internally rotating. So if you tip your knees to the right, that's your left leg is internally rotating. Really give it a little extra press down, just with its own muscle strength. Then switch sides, tip to the left, and press that right leg down. So a lot of yoga poses, keep tick-tocking right to left. A lot of yoga poses have an external rotation. So when you tip to the left, that's your left leg, is an external rotation. So think warrior 2, yogi squat. Now, of course, I can think of tree pose. But also how we move through the day tends to get us more in that external rotation than an internal. And again, if we're talking balance, then we want to really use the whole rotation of the hip. So really nice to touch base with this internal. You know I'm going to point that out now as we're in all of our poses. Oh, that's external, that's external. All right, and then go ahead and find center. Keep that left foot planted, hug the right knee in towards the chest, grab your strap, and go ahead and loop your strap around your right foot. Again, we've talked about this before, wherever feels good on that foot. Some people like it more towards the ball, like where the toe is attached. Some people like it more towards the center. It's up to you. And then as you're ready, begin to straighten that leg. And remembering that there's no there, so how close to the perpendicular it is. It's, you know, some hamstrings are tighter than others, and both sides even will be different. So take this movement with love and care, as straight or not as that leg gets. Then see if you can walk your hands down the strap towards your body so the elbows and the shoulders are relaxed on the mat. So here's sort of the ultimate, to me, use of the strap. The option of not having a strap is having to crane up to reach for that foot. But we want real passive in the top half of the body. And as we stay here for a few moments, and the hamstrings relax a bit, you can play with how hard flexed your foot is, so how much your toes pull towards your face. You can walk the hands up the strap a bit to pull that foot closer in. Keep the tailbone pointed down towards the end of the mat. And if you'd like, you can straighten your left leg out. Breathe right here. Beautiful. Maybe in one extra little tug towards the face, or a little extra inch towards straight. Beautiful. Then pull the right knee in towards the chest and switch feet. So scoot your left foot into the strap, right foot down towards the mat. And then we'll begin working towards straightening that left leg. Again, taking time. And then walk your hands down the strap so your elbows and your shoulders are on the mat. So sometimes we want to find stillness in a pose, sort of as a challenge, because quiet is hard. But much of the time, I'll say much of the time, we don't need to. So if you're here and you're like, oh, it's hurting my fingers, then change how your hands are. Sometimes you can wrap the strap all the way around your hand. It's a little easier, a little gentler, I should say. If you want to flex your foot more, if you want to pull in more, if you want to straighten your right leg, it's your body, man. Move how you want to. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out through the mouth. Breathe right here, relax the shoulders. Then maybe one more pull, either in towards the face, lengthen out through the heel. Find space in that right hip. Beautiful. Then pull the left knee in towards the chest. Release your strap. There's no graceful way to do that. And we're going to come on all the way over to cat-cow. So if you want to play and rock and roll up and over the feet, you can. If you just want to roll yourself over. So enjoy the transition. Make a thoughtful decision of how you want to get yourself to cat-cow. So every movement counts, not just when we're hitting a pose. How we get there matters too. All right, fingers nice and wide, press up and away from the mat. So think as if you're pushing the mat. And then imagine for a moment that the knees are pulling back and the hands are pulling forward as if you're trying to rip your yoga mat in half. And we're doing this just to notice how much sensation can happen when really from the outside we don't see anything. Beautiful, let that go. Inhale, tailbone towards the sky. Keep the core engaged as the belly reaches towards the mat. Heart comes through the gateway of the arms. Gentle lift of the crown of the head. So keep, we're not craning the neck up high. We don't want to sort of smush those little baby cervical vertebrae. Then on your exhale, tuck the tailbone round through the spine. Really press away. Let the shoulder blades slide towards the outside of the body. Head hangs heavy. Cat. Inhaling back to cow, roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Exhale to cat. One more time. Inhale, cat. Cow. Maybe find a little rock in the hips. Exhale the cat. So we don't need to stay on this straight and narrow. Beautiful. Come to tabletop. Take the left arm, reach it out to the left side. Imagine you're finding space. Well, you are finding space in that left shoulder socket. Then exhale, thread it in between, under the right hand, coming onto the left shoulder or the left ear. Really nice place for a block. If this doesn't feel great to you, keep the booty up. Then you can walk the right hand forward a little bit if you'd like. If you're feeling a little spicy here and you want to, extend the right leg long, and you can lift the right foot with the right leg. Beautiful. Then reel that leg back in, press through the right hand to raise back up. Couple more cat-cows here. Inhaling to the belly towards the mat, stretching the whole front side of the torso. Exhale to cat, stretch the back. And this time as we roll through, start finding your own movement. So maybe a little side to side, maybe a front to back, pressing back to child's pose. So exploring the movement through the spine, through the hips, getting into the shoulders even. One more breath cycle here. I'll sort of funky our cat-cow. Beautiful. And then come find tabletop. Inhale, extend that right arm long out to the side so we find space first. Then exhale, thread it underneath, coming to the right shoulder, maybe the right ear. Then if you'd like, totally optional, just depends how sort of relaxed or active you want this pose to be. Extend the left foot out behind and then lift the left leg. And I love thinking of this as a balance pose when most of our body is on the ground. Good. Then bring that left knee back in, press through the left hand. Come on back up to tabletop. All right, everyone, this time extend your right leg out long behind. Keep the toes on the mat. Then swing your left foot to the left. So it's going to come off the mat. We're coming into gate pose. Right hand is going to lift. So this is left hand, left knee, right foot all in line. Really nice place for a block. So if to get into gate pose, your booty's popping way out to keep this hand down. See, my chest now is forward. Grab a block, lift that earth up, and now my chest is coming towards the front. Yeah, so think of which way your heart leads. Inhale, lift that right arm up towards the sky. So we could be on a balance beam here. I'm glad we're not, but we could be. Then take this right hand, put it behind the head. Inhale, open up. So think of spinning the heart even more towards the top, towards the ceiling. Exhale, round down, right elbow towards the left elbow. Think cat-cow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release that right hand as you round down, both hands towards the mat. Pull this right knee back in. So we're kneeling down. And then walk the hands. You can really stretch them forward as we walk around to do the other side. Stretch, 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 stretch as you get there. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. So now it'll be right hand down, right knee, left foot. So again, take time to line up, adjust, pay attention. Okay, left arm up towards the sky, lift out so we're not dumping into this right shoulder, but lift up. Then left hand behind the head. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull the left elbow down. Big twist through the spine. Oh, yes. Inhale to lift. So think more of the heart coming towards the sky than just the head. Exhale to twist, left elbow down. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, twist. Good. This time, inhale, lift up. Raise the left hand all the way up, up, up. Exhale, bring the left hand all the way down. Pull the left knee back in and walk it back around. Take your time. Good. And then walk yourself all the way around, tabletop. All right. Plant the hands, spread the fingers really, really wide so you can really see the color of your yoga mat in between each finger. Yeah, press down through the fingerprints, tuck the toes up and back, down dog. First together of the day. I'm going to guess it's everybody's first of the day. I don't know. So pedal it out. As you bend the left knee, really think of stretching, lengthening the back of the right. Maybe look under the right armpit. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good. And when you're ready, find your center. And take the hands, I'm going to say one handprint narrower. So make your dog a little narrow dog. Feet about hip distance apart. Take the left hand and reach for the right leg. If it comes to the thigh, the calf, the ankle, cool. If it doesn't and you want to keep it on the mat because you're like, oh, baby, awesome. So we're working a twist, whatever that twist is for you. Inhale in. Exhale, return the left hand towards the mat. Tailbone scoots way up high towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, anchor down to the left hand, right hand reaches back. See if you can keep the weight even on both feet. Twist, look underneath the left arm. Inhale in. Exhale to release that right hand down. Breathe. Beautiful. Step the right foot up behind the right hand. Step the left foot up behind the left hand. Forward fold. Keep the knees bent as generously as you'd like. Really let the head hang heavy. Maybe clasp opposite elbows, a little ragdoll. Swing a little side to side. Beautiful. Then find center. And slowly, slowly rise all the way up, mountain. When you get to the top, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Check in with the breath. Notice how you feel. All right. And we're going to flow through a few sun salutations, a couple bit of variation add-ons built in. And remember, as always, you're here for your body, your breath. So going your speed. We're sort of aiming towards one movement, one breath, one movement. But that never has to be my tempo. So move with care, move with love. If you're like, Leah, I don't even know what all this means. No worries. We're just going to keep moving and we're going to keep breathing. So inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Hinge from the hips, not the waist. Hinge from the hips, so booty even comes back a little bit. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, tip of the tailbone, crown of the head. Pull the belly into support, slide the shoulders down. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step one foot back, step the other foot back, plant knees or toes, your choice. Exhale here. Notice if all the weight's in the heels and the hands. See if you can bring it forward to the fingerprints. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, roll up, baby cobra. Press through the shoelaces, side of the feet, through the hip points. Tack weight in the elbows and slide the shoulders down. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck the toes, press back up, plank or tabletop. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward, step forward, forward fold. Exhale here. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Reach down to come up. Exhale, cut right through center with the hands, jumping right back in. Forward fold. Let's do that again, just like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step it back, plank. Exhale here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up, tabletop or plank. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Lift the tailbone high, bend the knees to scoop it up. Inhale, look forward, step forward, forward fold. Exhale here. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, diving right back in. Forward fold. Listen carefully. This time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise the arms up, sink the hips low, chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Ooh, snuck that one in there, didn't we? Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. If you want to take this halfway to chaturanga and then roll up to up dog, you can. You know I'm not a huge fan of up dog. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Exhale, release. But you see how it feels in your body. Just please be careful of the low back and the neck. Inhale, press up, plank. Exhale, up and back, down dog. And I'm happy to talk to you about why I feel that way. Inhale, lift the right foot. Just a little, just a little. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. And if you want to lower the back knee and help your right leg up, go for it. And if you want to keep that back leg lifted and lowered, go for it. Plant the left hand. Inhale, take the right hand, paint it up the left arm, then across the chest, then smear that honey up to the sky. I don't know, I've never smeared honey across the chest, but you do you, people. So here, we've got so much going on. Keep pressing through the whole right foot, even the big toe side. So pull that knee in towards the midline. Spike through the back left heel. Sink the hips low. Press through the fingerprints on the left hand and wiggle the right fingertips as they reach up towards the sky. Reach a little higher. Exhale, bring that right hand back down. Everyone please lower the back knee. Shift the hips back. Runner's lunge or half splits. Back toes can be tucked or flattened, up to you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Think half lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful place to use the blocks. Long spine. Keep pulling the right hip back. Good. And inhale, roll through the front foot. Optional, leave the hands down and press up to high leave the hands down and press. Leave the hands down and lift up the back knee. Or if you want a little more heat, bring the hands to the heart. Hug everything in. Lift up. Then everyone keep the right leg bent. Inhale, step the back leg up. Chair. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, up, up. Good. One last time through. Exhale, dive down, cut through the center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise the arms up, sink the hips back, chair. Breathe. Inhale in, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, release the legs, forward fold. Good. Maybe lead with the opposite leg. Inhale, step one foot back. Step the other foot back. Plank. Exhale here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Hug the elbows in, slide the shoulders down. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up, plank. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Good, good. Inhale, lift the left foot. Then exhale, step it through low lunge. So pull in knee to nose first. Make this space, make that connection to the core muscles so that leg can lift through. Then adjust as needed. Plant the right hand, take the left hand, paint it up the left arm, across the chest, let that start your twist. Then reach the left arm up for the sky, keep sinking the hips low, spike out through the back right heel. They call this easy twist, but I beg to differ. There's so much going on. So physically it's challenging, but mentally too, so much to think about. Are you pulling that left knee in towards the midline? Are you sinking the hips low? Are you reaching up? There's that opposing force. Then on your exhale, bring the left hand down. Everyone please lower the back knee. Walk the hands back. Runner's lunge other side. Pull the left toes up towards your face. If being on this knee bothers you, you can fold the mat. You could also put it on a block. That's my solution for so many things, but it's true. Pull the left hip back, even them out. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, fold. So little adjustments. And you feel it so different. Keep pulling the left hip back, pull the left hip back, as if you want to drag that left heel on the mat, but you're not gonna. You're just finding length through the back of the left leg. Then inhale, roll through. Tuck the back toes, your choice of where your hands are. Everyone inhale, press up. Lift off the right knee. And then step the right foot, big step forward, chair. Sink a little lower. Inhale in. Exhale out, forward fold. Good. Inhale, reach down to come up, all the way up, up, up. Exhale, hands to heart mountain. Take a moment here. Big full breath in. Big full breath out. Beautiful. All right, let's keep moving. Inhale, reach all the way up. This time, swan dive. Let the arms reach out towards the side, and I want you to think about hinging from this hip point. Neck stays nice and long, so let your eyes and your heart look in the same direction. Yeah? Beautiful. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's do that 2 more times. So just thinking about this way we get to forward fold. So look up for 1 sec. If you bend from your waist, you'll get about here. If I bend from my hip point, so almost my booty shifts back, my heart comes forward, I'm folding out over my thumbs, I can come much further down because I'm using this hinge of the hips. The other thing is when you bend down, you see a lot of this. So now my eyes are looking this way, but my heart is looking this way. Let head and heart look in the same direction. Wouldn't that be an amazing way to live through life? I love that. All right, ready? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Take your time. Think about how you're moving through space. Head and heart, same direction. Fold, 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 fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Let's do it one last time. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hips, head and heart, same direction. Whew. See, it seems like, we're just bending over, but there's so much happening. All right, inhale, half lift. I could geek out on that stuff all day. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, make your way back, down dog. So that can be one step, it can be a hop, it can be a bunch of steps. When you get there, bend the knees, let the heels come off the mat. There is no, I don't know where this whole, everyone's heels on the mat and down dog. There's just too many variables here. So we're just not concerned. So bend the knees, now really scoop the tailbone up. So think long line, tailbone all the way to the fingerprints. Then work on straightening the legs and wherever the heels may fall. Okay, so think more the top half of the body than the bottom half. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, let the hips stack. So we're opening up external rotation of the hip. Maybe circle the ankle a few times. Good. Then inhale, straighten it, center it back up, and step it through. Low lunge. All right, we're rising up into warrior one, so we need some adjustment first. The right foot can be off towards the right, the left foot off towards the left. If we rose up and kept the heel lifted, we'd be in high lunge. So we want to take the left foot and bring it more like a 45, and for most folks, also in a little bit, so narrow your stance. Then when you're ready, hug the inner thighs together, inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Before we raise our hands, I don't know what that was. Before we raise our hands up, put your hands on your hip points, that little bony spot up front, and see if you can square them up more towards the front of the mat. So right hip is going to actively pull back and left hip actively forward. If that feels funky in your knee or your ankle, I recommend widening your stance right to left. Yes, sink into the front leg. Now when you're ready, inhale, raise the arms up. Warrior one. Slide the shoulders down, knit the ribs together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, I'm just going to turn around so you don't look at my back. Exhale, pinwheel open or spin open, warrior two. So now we're not wide right to left, but we're back on that balance beam. Wide stance. Press through the pinky toe side of this long back left leg and sink into the right. Arms reach long. And think of, imagine you have two walls, two doorknobs with a rope, an elastic on either side, and it's pulling us evenly. So we're not getting less on this side or getting less on this side, but even. My point just being head over heart, heart over pelvis. Sink the hips. Beautiful. Imagine pulling this right knee open through space, external rotation, so the knee is tracking more towards the pinky toe. Then inhale, reverse warrior. Legs stay right where they are. Let the left hand travel down the back. Right arm up. Big side body stretch. Exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Keep the heart spinning towards the sky. Left arm up or at an angle, your choice. So if your extended side is here, then back it up a little bit. We want the heart towards the front of the room. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Inhale, raise back up, warrior two. Exhale, pinwheel down, frame the front foot. Step it back, plank. So take your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. If you're taking it, basically the second half of a sun salutation. So inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up, cobra. Then exhale, right back up to down dog. Always optional. Good. Same thing, right side. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bend at the knee. Let the hip open. Press even through both hands. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, step through low lunge. All right, set yourself up, warrior one. You're looking at your feet, so let's use that to our advantage. When you're ready, inhale to rise. Hug the inner thighs together. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up, warrior two. You're going to need to shift your feet, both because of this angle, but also because warrior two is much wider. I like to even put my hand down, because sometimes my mat slides. So be safe. Inhale here. Exhale out. Shoulders down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, rise. Back up, warrior two. Exhale, pinwheel down. I'm going to just switch sides, but you don't. Take your vinyasa or skip it. If you want to build that little heat, we would be inhale, shift forward. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, roll up. Up dog. Then roll over the toes. Exhale, back, down dog. And when I say optional vinyasa, I really mean it. Let's jump into the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Then let that knee bend and the hip stack. Now, this is a perfect example of some people love this, some people don't. This is not my favorite, but again, I know people who love it. That's why there's so many options, right? So if this isn't your jam, maybe try it. I'm trying to find the love here. Maybe one day I will. Inhale back to center. Exhale, step through low lunge. All right, you know where we're headed, so set up your warrior one, a little narrower. Get that back heel down. Press in through all the four corners of both feet. Then inhale, rise up. Hug the midline. So inner thighs separated, but we're hugging them together. Reach the arms up, shoulders down, pinkies forward, thumbs back. Oh, I have so many cues today. Sometimes I intend to be really quiet in class, but there are just so many parts to point out. And you never know what will resonate with each one of you, and honestly with myself as well, especially when I can't see you so well. So pull that left hip back, right hip forward. So as always, take what you want, leave what you don't. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up, warrior two. I like to bend down because I like to get low and deep into this front leg, and I need that wide stance. All right, again, rubber bands on either side. Let it pull you right towards center. Sink the hips low. This left knee is pulling open, so we don't want to let them fall in. External rotation, you got it. Shoulders relax down. Beautiful. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow, left knee. Keep the heart spinning up. Good. If your fingers are at this angle, think long line all the way back from that right toes, all the way out the right fingerprints. If you want more, you can come to the mat. You could find, but we're not going to be here that long. And inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, pinwheel all the way down. Take your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in down dog. Beautiful. Same thing through other side. Inhale with the left leg. Exhale, bend at the hip. Bend at the knee, stack the hips. Inhale back to center. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Then make your low lunge your warrior one feet. And when you're ready, inhale, rise up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. I know, some people make that a very smooth transition. I don't. Slide the shoulders down. Inhale, up and back, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Keep sinking the hips low. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Exhale, pinwheel down. Take your vinyasa or skip it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Reaching down dog. Good. Inhale, step the right foot behind the right hand. The left foot behind the left hand. Keep the knees bent, wide-legged forward. Well, medium-legged forward fold. So feet are about that distance apart. Rock a little side to side. Beautiful. Then inhale, slow rise all the way up to your mountain. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. All right. Coming into a little sort of more literal balance work. So ground down to that left foot. I'm going to build from the bottom up. So think of really connecting the sole of the foot, all 5 toes. Sometimes I like to lift them and spread them out just to make that connection. Then sliding the kneecap up as we engage the quad. Hip stays in line. So this left side of the body is going to stay in mountain. Then when you're ready, inhale. Just begin to play with lifting this right knee up and down. Lifting and tapping. Lifting and tapping. Notice if he's coming across at all. I'm going to keep the hip points even. Good. I'm going to say it. Beautiful place to use the block. Yes. Then when you're ready, come to your tree pose. So that can be right here. So now we are externally rotating this hip. I'm leaving my toes down. There is still a lot happening down on the ground. The only place you don't want to be is right on your knee. While we're not here long enough today to cause any injury, we don't want to exacerbate anything. And we want to set up our yoga for life. So imagine that we were doing this every day. We want to set it up in a sustainable way. So leg presses into foot presses into leg. Maybe the arms reach tall. Keep the tailbone pointed down towards the mat. Know that both sides are different. Welcome the wobble. We go outside and see how beautiful each tree is. We're just adding to that forest. Breathe, smile. If you fall out, that's okay. Come hop right back in. We will catch you. Beautiful. Hands come back to the heart. Then take this right knee and pull it in towards the center. Let the foot release. And then open it out towards the side. Maybe circle the ankle a few times. Inhale back to center. Exhale, step it down. Good. Smile. We're just playing, man, right? You can wiggle the left foot out a little. It just did a lot of work. All right, and let's do the other side. So ground down through that left foot. Slide the left kneecap up by engaging this quad. Keep the hip in line. Ooh, I just over accentuated that. Keep the hip in line. So the right side is in a neutral. And then when you're ready, play with lifting and lowering the left knee. Again, know that balance will be different on this side. And when you're ready, come to your tree on the other side. Leg pressing into foot, foot pressing into leg. So there's this beautiful marriage right there of the leg and the foot really supporting each other. If you'd like, extend the arms long. Stay connected to your center. So our core is what lifts that left leg up. As we wave in the breeze, engage back in. Find your focal point, something that's not moving. In yoga, we call that a drishti. Well, I should say in Sanskrit, not just yoga. Keep breathing, keep smiling. Then hands come back to heart if they're not already there. Release the foot with control, and we'll keep lifting that left knee up. and open it out to the side. Good. Bring it back to center. Plant it down. All right, grab your strap. If you want to stay right there with that knee bending open, you can. Otherwise, we're going to build a little bit. So make a loop with it and then hold it in your left hand. We're going to go through that same dance. All right, ground down to the left foot. We're just holding the strap in the left hand. And when you're ready, lift the right knee and come into your tree. Lift the head long, heart proud. Yes. Tailbone down towards the ground. Good. Then release that foot and hook it in the loop. Bend the right knee. Open it out towards the side. And if you'd like, begin to work towards straightening that right leg. If you can catch the right big toe with your right hand, go for it. The strap lengthens our arms. Actively flexing the right foot up towards your face. Keep engaging that left glute, strong standing leg. Ooh, I looked away. Good. Bring it back in, bend through the right leg. Release it down, release your strap, shake it off. And let's go the other side. Ground down to the right foot, switch the strap to be in your right hand. Shoulders back. And when you're ready, inhale to lift the left foot, the left knee, coming into your tree. Foot pressing into leg, leg pressing into foot. Yes. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe hands to heart. Breathe. Play, smile. Then when you're ready, release that foot. Keep the left knee lifted and hook the left foot in your strap. Open out to the side. And if you'd like, work towards extending that leg straight. Ooh, catch your balance first. Maybe right arm out towards the opposite side for balance. Keep lifting up, so we're not leaning over, but lifting tall. So again, right side of the body is in mountain. Yeah. Ooh, balance, length, different on both sides. Stay active through the left toes. Then inhale, bring it back in. Release the strap, put your foot back down. Nice, very nice. Shake the feet out, circle the ankles a few times. All right, very nice. Let's come on down to the ground. Come on back up to the top of your mat if you have left it. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. So just sort of resetting from the work we just did. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise. Reach down to come up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, this time take the feet somewhere between hip distance and mat distance. Yeah. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink the hips low, hands to the heart, chair. Sink a little lower. Sink a little lower. Inhale, rise all the way up. We're going to do that just 3 times. Exhale, sink to chair. A little lower. A little lower. Weight in your heels, wiggle the toes. Inhale, rise. Oh, yeah, all the way up. Exhale, sink. A little lower. A little lower. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, sink. Oh, she said just 3 times. I know, it'll be a little different this time. Exhale, a little lower. Exhale, a little lower. A little lower, a little lower, a little lower, until you come up to your seat. Good. All right, scooch back a little bit if you need to, so you're about halfway down your mat. Plant both feet, roll the shoulders up and back, and then shift back, boat. So we're already in boat with both our feet down. You can keep your hands on your knees or behind the thighs. Keep lifting tall through the heart. So we want that long spine. We're not here, can't breathe, but keeping a long lifted spine. If you feel it a lot in the front of your thighs, your hip flexors, see if you can get a little more of the work into the core, but know that they're connected. You're going to feel it some. Arms can reach forward. You can lift the feet if you want to. Lift the heart. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale, low boat. Extend the legs, lower down. However low that is for you. Point the toes. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We're just here for 8. That was already 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. I'm counting on my fingers. Don't worry. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. Plant both feet, cross them at the ankle, roll over to your tabletop. Last little bit of work here. We're going to take our plank and we're going to walk it high to low. Knees or toes, your choice, and just 8. Maybe try one on your toes. Maybe save the last one to on your toes. Maybe do it on your heels. Maybe go to child's pose and ignore me completely. Wherever you are, press up to your plank. Long line. So if you're in knees, you're a long line. Knees about to the hips and hips to the crown of the head. If you're on your toes, same thing. Yeah? All right. Inhale in. Exhale, lower your elbows. Inhale, press up. That's one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. That's 2. Can you keep your hips a little stiller? Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. That's 3. Exhale, lower. That's 4. Maybe switch your lead. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 5. Lower. Lift. 6. Lower. Lift. 7. Last one. Lower. Lift. 8. Good. Press up and back. Down dog. Breathe. Good. Inhale, lift the right foot just a scooch. Exhale, pull it through. Right knee towards right elbow. Then right foot towards the left. We're coming into pigeon. So, move with care with that right foot, the front foot, to protect the right knee. So I used to cue this also, that your shin parallel with the front edge of your mat. That's not true for most, I would say almost everyone. Not great for your knee. Then take a look back at your left foot and let that foot walk you back deeper into the pose. I'm going to scooch forward on my mat. Yeah, and then when you're ready, if you want to untuck the toes, just notice that that foot's resting evenly, not rolling in or rolling out. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, lower down to the elbows. Nice, so many places for blocks. You can tuck one here underneath the hip, underneath your right hip, under the elbows, under the forehead. So think for a moment, think warrior one. Pull your right hip back and your left hip forward. So even here in pigeon, we're aiming for neutral. We're aiming for balance. Breathe here. If pigeon is not your jam, you can come onto your back with a figure 4. If your left knee, the back knee, doesn't love this, see if you can shift so that the connection point to your mat is not on your kneecap, but rather the little fleshy point just above it. Good. And everyone rise back up. Sit on back onto that right hip and swing the left leg around. You can come to a regular crisscross applesauce, or you can tack the left leg on top, left foot connection to the mat. Now, if you're crossing over, make sure there's connection between that left hip and the mat. So if in crossing over, you're leaning way over here, you've lost this juicy stretch. Oh, yeah. Now I get some on this left side and a whole lot more on the right side. Keep this left one on the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. Maybe hook the right elbow on the left knee. Wherever you are, lift tall. Long spine. Relax through the legs. Relax through your jaw. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come on back to center. Beautiful. Everyone come to a crisscross, left leg in front. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, keep this length in the spine. Keep that sits bones to earth connection as you hinge forward, forward, forward. Weight in the hips so we're not popping up. It's staying nice and connected. Then let the hands come down as you keep that sits bone to earth connection. Beautiful place for the box. And just to say it, external rotation going on in the hips. Let the head hang heavy. Good. Inhale, rise up. Excellent. Walk the hands around to the right and press up, down dog. Just a gentle dog. And slowing it down. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, pull through left knee, left elbow. And then with care, plant the left foot down towards the right. Look back. Walk the back foot back, the right foot back. So where should you be feeling pigeon? A lot in this left hip, working towards pulling it back. A fair amount in the front of the right hip crease, the hip flexor, as you work to pull it forward. Yeah? Again, thoughtful through that back right knee. Maybe scooch so you get that fleshy part instead of the kneecap. And then if you want to walk forward, you can. Again, option figure 4 on your back. Breathe. And walk the hands up, lower onto that left hip, and swing the right leg around. You go crisscross, really whatever feels comfortable to you. If you wrap it over, make sure there's connection to bones to earth on this right hip. Now then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe hooking that left elbow, maybe not. If you don't, keep the hands somewhere. Touch yourself. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lengthen through the crown, long line, tip of the tailbone, crown of the head. And exhale, come back to center. Crisscross applesauce, this time right leg in front. Inhale, lengthen, find that sits bone to earth connection. You can even slide the fleshy part out of the way if you want to. And then exhale, reach forward, 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 forward. And let the hands drop. Let the head get heavy. Keep that sits bone to earth connection. Inhale, rise up. Grab your staff one last time. Extend both legs out front. Maybe wrap it around your feet. Or wrap it around your feet. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, reach the heart forward, forward fold. So you can walk your hands down the strap as you're ready, but keeping that long line of the spine always. Hands can reach, if they can reach the foot, you can also play with putting a block there, lifting that against the soles of the feet. Long spine, big full breath. Breathe right here. Beautiful. Then inhale, rise up. Swing both knees to one side. Coming into tabletop. Then big toes together, knees wide. Shift back, child's pose. Walk the hands forward. And take this right hand back towards the right feet, and then take the left hand and the torso and walk it off towards the right. So stretch for the left side body. If you don't love this back arm being back by that foot, letting the shoulder roll open, you can always keep it reaching forward as well. So let everything relax down into the earth, fully supported. Good. Return that right arm up to the front. Walk it through center. Exhale, left hand back by the left foot. And walk the right hand and the torso to the left. Inhale, lift the left arm back up. Come back to center. Inhale, walk the hands back, lift the torso up, coming into our Shavasana today. So if you want to grab your socks or a blankie, pillow, get yourself comfortable. And then finding your Shavasana for today. Can be flat on your back, maybe take your time laying down, maybe curling on your side. Wherever you settle, coming back to the breath. We're really marinating in all the juices of our practice, giving ourselves a couple moments of quiet, seeing how we can quiet the mind just a bit by returning to the breath. Maybe that square breathing we did at the beginning, maybe just the sound of the breath as it travels in and out of that of the body, that Ujjayi breath we did together our first class. Maybe just noticing the feeling. Relaxing the feet, the ankles, the calves. Release the quads, the thighs, the hamstrings. Let the hips roll open just a bit. Most people, their toes turn out a little bit in Shavasana. Wherever your hips naturally settle. Releasing through the belly, through the chest, the shoulders. This ease travels down the length of both arms, relaxing through the hands, the throat, the jaw. Relax the space behind your eyes and across your forehead. Let that relaxation travel up and out through the crown of the head. And when you're ready, find gentle movement through the fingers and toes. Maybe circle the wrists and the ankles a few times. And taking all the time you need, come on up to a comfy seat. We will meet each other there. Big breath in. Big breath out. So I invite us all this week to look for places to find balance. As When something sort of heats up, how can we add that bit of coolness, or the other way around? And of course, physically in the body, the balance to come down the stairs and not trip on a toy or get into the car and lift one foot and lean. It's all balance. It's a very practical piece. Hands come together at heart center. Fingerprints pressing into fingerprints, thumb in towards the sternum. Lift the heart up to meet your hands. Take a big breath in. Breathe lots of love in. Big breath out. Breathe lots of love out. Let us each fill our corner of the world with love. The light in me bows to the light in each of you. Namaste.